Hi, this is javinkharod, a chemical engineer by profession, going to continue our today's topic, rotameters. Now, in that topic, we have covered principle of rotameter, types of rotameter, application and benefits of the rotameter. Now, first, what are principles of the rotameter? In the Now first we understand what is a rotameter. A rotameter is a device used to measure the flow rate of fluid volume per unit of time within a closed tube. It finds various applications such as chemical injection or dosing and tank blanketing. The device features a graduate glass tube and enclosed free float which serve gauge to measuring fluid, also known variable area flow meter. Rotameters are used to measure liquid or gas volumetric flow rate as they pass the taper tube of the rotameter. The flow of liquid or gas rise the float, increasing the area through which media may pass. The larger the amount of flow, higher the float is raised. Rotameter is useful purge applications, helping to keep process lines clear. In straightforward flow measurement scenario, it provides alarm or electrical output monitor and continuous control flow conditions. Now, construction of rotameter. Rotameter feature a transparent tapered vertical tube with narrower diameter bottom. Design alert the tube's cross-sectional area influencing float position by maintaining constant drop rate. The float is safe, minimize flow obstructions. The linear scale is marked on outer edges of glass tube. The conical tube can be made plastic, metal, glass, each suited different applications. Metal tube are used. Opaque liquid with glass tube are typically used gases and transparent liquid. Additional metal tube may constructed from various metals such as lead, aluminum depending on requirement, while float are generally made stainless steel. How rotameter work? Fluid enter the tube from bottom and exit through the top, with flow being measured by the device. When there is no flow, float will rest at the bottom of the tube. In the static state, the float diameter is nearly equal to the inside diameter of the glass tube. As fluid enters the tube, the flow area and annular opening increases, causing the float to rise. The float continues move upward until the lifting force generated by the pressure difference between its upper and lower surface, balanced with weight of the float. As the flow rate increases, the lifting force and pressure difference temporarily rise, causing float to move further up the tube. The increasing area annular opening will reduce the lifting force until it matches the weight of the float. The difference pressure maintain adjust area annular opening relative flow rate. The scale mark on glass tube when indicate the flow rate. When using rotameter, calibration is essential for each specific gas or liquid under defined conditions. Typically, the condition along with flow range and unit of measure, they are indicated on the side of the flow meter. Users should adjust flow tube reading to account and any changes in flow condition. All three, manufacturers usually provide detail on necessary correction for the meter and guidance is always available. Now, working principle of rotameter. Now, this is equation we thoroughly understand. Q is equal to Ka under root Gh, where Q is equal to volumetric flow rate. K is always constant. A, annular area contained between float and wall of the tube. Now, G is the force of gravity and H defines the pressure drop of the tube. Due to advantage rotameter is most widely used variable area flow meter. Here feature is a float that moves through tapered tube fluid flow through it. It increases flow volume, exert greater pressure on the flow, causing rises higher in liquid buoyancy combined with the velocity of the flowing fluid to lift the float. If gases and buoyancy is less significant, float position determined primarily by gas speed and pressure. Typical tube is positioned vertically with no flow and float resisting at the bottom. The fluid being to flow through the tube, float rises to the top. The height of float achieved generally proportional fluid flow rate. Equilibrium is reached when upward force the float equal to its weight, causing float to stabilize in a fixed position. At the point, measurement can be taken easily, include fluid density and resistance to flow viscosity. Flow regulation valve can be used to manually adjust the flow in rotameter. The name rotameter originated from early design where initial equipment featured free floating element that rotate response to changes in gas and fluid pressure. Fluid commonly used, such as air and water, typically come with their calibration data. Reading scale include the rotameter. Manufacturer usually provide standard information, which may include calibration table, standard flow value, nomograph, and slide rules. Now, characteristic of rotameter. Linearity of rotameter. The area and variable area flow meter is proportional to volume flowing through it per unit of time, resulting scale with uniform increment. However, the linearity rotameter scale may deviate approximate 5%. Differential rotameter. In variable area meter, the pressure loss across float remain constant. However, higher flow rate, the differential pressure in the meter increases due to friction losses in the fitting. Now, accuracy. The most commonly used accuracy rotameter plus minus 2% of the scale reading. This accuracy can improve significantly depending on user calibration and length of the scale. Now, capacity of the rotameter. The 0.5 centimeter cube per minute of water and 30 centimeter cube standard per minute of air represent the largest scale capacity range of the flow meter. Minimum piping requirement of rotameter. Installation of flow meter can be made without needing account for specific connection and length of straight pipe before or after the meter. Corrosive liquid of rotameter, oil, tar, sulfuric acid and black liquor are corrosive liquid that can be accurately measured using variable area meter, provided that meter is constructed flow meter material compatible with this substance. Now, pressure drop of the rotameter. Most important things. The flow rate can manage very low pressure losses by using float with larger gauge. This design minimizes resistance and ensure accurate measurement even at low pressure. Rotameter is characteristic by its simple construction which contribute to its lower cost. It features linear scale, mark reading straightforward, easy to take with accuracy of plus minus 2% of total reading. It allows minimum error measurement. Additional rotameter is easy to install, adding to its practical advantages. Now, component of rotameter. Rotameter have component metering tube of rotameter. To obtain strong and uniform tube, the metering tube are created mandrel and to have an internal stress. The process leads the metering tube having greater reproducibility, more interchangeability. In addition, conical metering tube curve element they are created to extend the graduation lower end of range. Generally, safety sealed glass tube are used to measure both liquid and gas. Metal tube are used in area where opaque liquid are applied, where temperature and pressure requirements are notably high in some of the rotameter design. Plastic tubes are used due to their lower cost and impact higher strength. Float of rotameter. Float rotameter are typically made corrosion resistance material such stainless steel categorized based meter capacity. Impact of fluid viscosity changes rotameter performance, influence shape of the float. Float, sharp corner of edges are generally less sensitive. Viscosity changes maintain more consistent measurement under very fine fluid conditions. The forces act on float, weight, buoyancy, and drag force. Weight is a constant downward force. Buoyancy is a constant upward force. Drag force, which varies, act upward. Float are made material of different density, such as lead and aluminum. This can also construct glass and plastic. The small float are typically designed to be spherical. Now, future of rotor. The instrument should be equipped with audible and visual alarm to warn user of hazardous conditions. Must also feature control function and proper operation and calibration. Allow the device to convert input signal into output signal. The clearer communication to modify command processed by the rotameter instrument must be programmable. This accomplished by integrating with microprocessor programmable meter. The microprocessor can electronically adjust accordingly different material ranges and output. Rotameter should include recorder, totalizer, function, track and accumulate amount material media being measured. A recorder function can log data and store computer system for future use even when rotameter is not actively measuring. The function later generated summary from chart and table and easy analysis and review. Finally, rotameter are suitable use stationary and sanitary environment including medical and food processing applications due to their ability to maintain cleanliness and meet hygiene standards. Now, accuracy. Flow rate can manually adjust running the valve opening and observing the scale. Rotameter generally exhibit minimum variation with small changes in viscosity. However, sensitivity to viscosity change depend on design of the equipment. Bolt type measurement tend to more sensitive, while larger rotameter are less. The viscosity limit typical influence shape of the float and material used in rotameter. The instrument exit its viscosity limit. Correctness will be necessary to accurate reading. When fluid density change using two float can be beneficial. One float measures the fluid volume while other compensate for changes in liquid density. Mass flow rotameters are particularly effective lower viscosity fluid like gasoline, jet fuel, light hydrocarbon, adjust float position, accommodate changes, density, and accurate measurement align float density with the fluid density. Now mounting option of rotameter. Rotameter mounted vertically with wide dash of tube position top. It can install various ways include insertion, inline flange, inline thread, in clamp configuration. When mounting insertion, flow meter must be positioned particular to flow path and typical requirement. Threaded hole in process pipe, inline flange. Flow meter should be aligned parallel flow path. Passionate about the two existing flange process pipe similar. Threaded flow meter must be parallel flow path and install two pre-existing process pipe. National pipe thread is the most commonly used. Now, handling process of rotameter. Rotameter, typically made of glass, require careful handling prevent bracket. It's important not to set rotameter to zero. This can obstruct the flow of pressurized air and causes damage. Avoid parallel error. Ensure proper visibility by cleaning the outer surface of the glass with the alcohol swab as the float becomes stuck at the base of the flow meter, causing blockage and no output. Try turning flow meter upside down. Dislocate the float from the base. Now, what are different types of rotameter? First, glass tube rotameter. Second is the glass tube purge and low flow meters. Third one is glass tube flow meter. Fourth one is arm purge meter. Fifth one is flange arm rotameter. Now, in that flange arm rotameter, this type of rotameter commonly employed in industries such as petrochemicals, pharmaceuticals, where it measures opaque liquid and fluid under high pressure conditions, non-conductive fluid. Flange arm rotameters are particularly well suited higher pressure. A metal tube rotameter, tapered tube made of steel, float-made stainless steel, and polytetrafluoroethylene rotameters are highly durable, long-lasting design, handle corrosive, turbide liquid under higher pressure and temperature. The future optional length and strength, they are engineered for reliability, challenging conditions. Metal tube rotameter known expansion proof property of high accuracy, dependability, making them ideal in harsh environment. In metal tube rotameter, magnetic sensor, chip technology enable LCD, readout flow rate, accumulate flow and percentage flow. The magnetic coupling, the sensor ensure more stable and reliable signal transmission. In non-ferromagnetic metal tube rotameter, float is equipped with follower, magnet mounted outside of the tube, track the float position. This flow magnet is mechanically linked to visual indicator readout device, preventing accurate flow measurement. Now, what are applications of rotameter? Rotameters are industries for accurate level measurement. They are used purging of corrosive fluid. Rotameter measure control machinery. For example, they are shut down cooling machine and it reaches certain market point. They are also effective equipment in machinery that require continuous lubrication. Rotameters are utilized gas analyzer, determine concept of specific gases within a mixture. They are provide accurate measurement of gas density and they are essential for monitoring and control industrial furnace and gas burner to prevent equipment damage. Additional rotameters play a crucial role in controlling refrigeration flow in various industries. Now, benefit of the rotameter. Rotameters are cheap and easily available. Rotameter can measure liquid with small medium velocity, a velocity 1 lpm to 10 lpm. Metal and glass rotameter cover are highly inert, allowed them to resist chemical reaction due to inertness. Equipment is good to use with control and corrosive liquid. Taking reading with a rotameter is simple, provide linear measurement scale, provide higher prescription and accuracy. Rotameter do not require any external force outside measuring substance, reducing inaccurate reading. Because of their small design, they can be used wide range of the system. Now, drawback of rotameter. Although rotameters are useful, certain applications. Some of the drawback. Rotameter outer glass layer can easily break. Pressure in fluid increases over time with instrument is in transport or while in being maintained. It can hard to take measure with non-transparent fluid because metering float is difficult to see. If user eye are not aligned with metering float, parallax error may be affect the result. Holding the instrument upright and avoid tightening to avoid inaccurate result during measurement. The resolution is proper than the other measurement principles. Rotameter is less sturdy than other instruments like venturi meter or orifice meter because of it uses a glass tube. Rotameters are less effective for measuring fluctuating fluid flow rate. They are unsuitable for liquid with suspension solid particle. A rotameter is less accurate than venturi meter and orifice meter. Now, factor consider choosing rotameter. They are flow rate, operating pressure, fluid temperature, pipe diameter, scale type, valve requirement, inline flange flow meter, mounting meter, end fitting, operating condition, needed accuracy, straightforward, reading, pipe size, flow regulation, valve. Now, conclusion. Rotameter, also known variable area flow meter, the instrument used to measure liquid and gas volumetric flow rate, either liquid or gas passes through taper tube. The rotameter is best considered when cost is kept minimum and when high accuracy is not required. Okay guys, this is up to our today's topic, rotameter. I hope you get sufficient knowledge after watching my video. Next Sunday, we have covered some another chemical engineering topics. Till then, goodbye. Do take good care of yourself.